4-11. This is better by the Australians. And a purple patch for Chris Reginus, the big South Australian, 211 centimetres.
Oh, another block. Bourgeot. Well, this is what they needed. They're not out of this game yet. One thing that can destroy a Japanese team is a good block. Here we go.
Yeah, that's a perfect block. And Reginus again with the serve. 4 points in a row, Australia. Not this time, though. Too strong. Takeda and Steve Tutton couldn't control. He was down to the ball, but just had too much velocity on it for him.
Need a good passer. Here comes the jump serve. Down that. Good pass. Reginus back set. Bourgeot hits deep. Ball popped high. Set to the left side. Nice block. Bourgeot's got those hands perfectly placed into the court. They're really starting to block here. If they can keep this up, they may get this game in the match. Here we go. Set to the outside. Good penetration, piking motion at the waist, and the ball's down.
Fine effort, this one. Nice comeback by the Australians, led by the Queenslander Bourgeot, but Tutton having a little difficulty in this third set, the Australian captain, I'm afraid. To serve, Japan 11-5. Now, can Australia send side out and regain service? There's Gatsky. Japan, oh, too long. And Australia take the ball. They quickly got their hands out of the way. Now, a double substitution here. They've tried it in the second set, lasted for about 3 minutes. Joel Durrant coming on, number 4, and number 12, Mark Tutton. They came on as a pair, and off the court go Tutton. That's Steve Tutton this time, and Mauerhofer, the powerhouse.
Got a good block here. Durrant is probably the best jumper on the team. He has a tremendous vertical leap. Ball's touched, dug high. Should go to the outside here. Tight set. Nice. Oh, great defensive play. Tenacious defense, typically Japanese. Great block. Gatsky got that. Big hands on this guy.
This is a remarkable comeback by Australia. That takes them to 6-11. Remember, they were 1-11 down.
They're rolling here. Another point will put them right in this game. There's that quick. He got over. High set. Watch him roll it in the middle. Pops up. Durrant setting the ball to Gatsky. He's going to take a swing at it. Yes. That's an unusual Japanese play to let that ball drop at his feet. You'll see that once every 300 plays.
7-11 down. 7-11 is the scoreline. And Mark Tutton, WA, nice serve, but the Japanese player equal to the task. Great block there. Gatsky calling for a foul on the net. The Australians struggling here. Good play.
Misses it. Oh, too bad. He just did not make proper contact with his hand on that ball.
And Brian Gatsky arguing with referee Ken Breen. He's almost adopting an Australian approach here. Gatsky, remember, he's a Canadian visitor and an invitee into this team. Here he goes. Oh, good play.
Nice
just dinked it over the net. And Australia sends side out to Japan, and they pick up the service, and Kieran Cranley. Now watch for Gatsky here, just over the top of the block, and they couldn't control the ball. Great thinking play by the Canadian national team member.
Oh,
who's there?
Cranley, great save. Bourgeot. Cranley once again. Watch the middle attack here. Back set. Oh, great play. He faked the middle on that play. Sidestep, leaping off one leg and hit that ball behind the setter. It's a very, very spectacular. Here we go.
The crowd really has come alive here. And watch for number 15, Kryazua. And he really picked the hole in the Australian defence. Reginus too strong. The block couldn't control the ball, and Australia take service out again. So since being 11-1 down, Australia now 11-7 down. And they're way back in this third set. That's far better, and the crowd is loving every moment of it now. Gatsky.
Big block up here. Good time to score. Oh, bad time to miss the serve.
The Japanese team are now serving.
Nice pass. The combination and a mix-up there. Too bad. Bourgeot was coming in from the outside and either came in too far, or I believe that ball was just set past him. Here we go.
Yep, they were just waiting, watching, waiting for each other to make the next move, and it didn't come. Now, here's Bourgeot again. That's too long. Has Australia's run been broken here? It looks as though it might have been. Yeah. They really did strike a purple patch, but that 13-7 And, of course, Japan only needing 2 points to tidy up this third set and go to a 2-1 lead, best of 5. And there's another error. Big Reginus, instead of going for power there, just tried to, as you say, Byron, just dink it over the net. And he just wasn't accurate. 14-7. And
hit that ball out. He nailed the ball. Too bad. They let down at the end, but I think that was a very crucial comeback. The Australian team did establish their block at the end of that game, and it could be very beneficial going into the fourth.
Third set going to Japan, 15 points to 7 on the chain. So, quite obviously, Australia must win this set to level at 2 sets all and send it into the 5th set and have a chance of winning this test match. But when Marcanucci really hits it, he really hits it hard. He's the biggest player, tallest player at 201 centimetres and used his height to great advantage there. Here's the serve, still 0-all, first point to Japan here, and they open up 1-0. So Australia need to really lift their game.
Once again, we're seeing that overpass by the Australian receivers, and it's just a bit too critical for the setter Tutton to get his hands on it. Nice hit down the line. They're claiming, once again, they claim that it touched the antenna. Ken Breen, referee, says no.
This is the start that Australia didn't want for the 4th set. 2-0 down. Now they've really got to fight.
Oh, great hit.
Beautiful retrieve by
Right
Japan.
back to him again. One knock. Kills that one.
And Mauerhofer shown at his very best here. What a brilliant retrieve there was in the middle of this rally by Japan. I'm not certain that we'll see that. This could be the finishing punch by Mauerhofer. It was. And so the ball comes back to Australia. Mauerhofer to serve. And they're 0-2 down. They must pick up a point or two here, and that ball out off hands of Gatsky. No, it wasn't. Got them out of the way. So it's 1-2 Australia.
I think Australia's making a good adjustment here. They're expecting that middle set. They're getting up there early. If they can do that this game, I think they can pull it off. Well, there we go. Exactly. Went right back to the middle, over early. Stuffed block. The block is really starting to work here.
Well, the block worked well for Australia when they won 6 points in a row, to no avail, might I say, in the third set when they jumped up from 1-11 down to 7-11.
You might see a combination once again. Cranley doing a great job. Gatsky right there next to him. It becomes a guessing game here at this point. Once they shut down the first ball, then you can expect the second one, and it's just a situation of really keeping your eyes on where these attackers are coming from, what type of approaches they're making.
So a better scoreline for Australia. 3-2 up now in this critical 4th set.
Good defense of the big man. Hammers away. There's a point. Well, they're getting some momentum here.
4-2.
Here we go. The high back set to Reginus. Takes that big approach. Swings away. Knocks down the block.
Right, Mauerhofer with the serve deep to the baseline. The Japanese are there waiting for him, and off hands this time. The block didn't work for Australia. Cranley and Gatsky had been doing it so well together. But 2-1 up. Deep serve.
Combination. Gatsky, there's a smart shot. They need more of those. They have great opportunities to score. Middle. There we go. Gatsky, smart play. Just takes his left hand and just pops it down. Gatsky, besides being a physical force at the net, is a very smart player. Only 23, but he plays with a lot of poise and a lot of intelligence.
He's certainly the star of this comeback by Australia here, which shows the scoreline at 7-2, but side out, and Japan take the ball. Marcanucci will take it away. Yes, I sense the Japanese team showing a little tiredness now. I thought the Australians were in the third set, but they look pretty strong now. Gatsky. Oh, nice. Fine ball. Good ball.
Again, I think that's a difference of Gatsky and maybe some of his Australian teammates, is that he rarely will hit the ball out. He'll keep the ball in if it's a 4 set, and that's important.
Mauerhofer. Oh, no, the court was vacant there. And nicely punched down the line by Takeda. And the Japanese working overtime on their hand signals. We might be able to pick those up just before the service, and particularly on receipt of service with the hands behind the back. We might see that soon. Gatsky. Who's there now? Gatsky again. He's working overtime. Brian Gatsky really is playing so well.
Ball's
Cranley.
deep. That ball was out. Nice call. Smart play by Cranley. Just happened to miss.
So point picked up by Japan. 3-7 now.
Mauerhofer. Nice hit.
Too strong. I don't think the Japanese will get that ball. In amongst the orchestra. And it's side out, so Australia to take the ball through Cranley. And going off the court, having a rest. He'll come back shortly. Reginus.
Oh, another mix-up. That's got to be jet lag, David. I wouldn't expect that in a normal.
And there are the signals behind the back. No, we'll watch this replay first of all. And again, just no talking by the Japanese players. Their combination is normally excellent. 8-4 Australia.
Back set. Nice hit. Mauerhofer going to work once again on that. He's really getting a lot of points out there. He's the guy you want to go to when you dig the ball.
Now here are the signals. There they are behind the back, and calling all the shots there. Iamura, number 11, the playing coach, one of the playing coaches on the squad. There are two of them.
Hits the antenna. We're getting a little tired. I think it's the Australians have an excellent chance to win this game. Here we go. Tries to turn the ball down the line, misses. See that antenna? Looks like he's got a fish on the line there.
Yes, there's a little red and white antenna either side of the net. Very hard to see it, but you've probably caught it by now. There's a nice tight shot for us of it. The antenna, and the ball must not touch that.
Good block. No one there. Oh, too bad. Australians are in a very good position here going into the fifth game. Japanese, being of smaller stature, have to expend a lot more energy, and internationally they have problems winning games when you go into the fifth set. So hopefully that will be the situation here. Nice hit by Bourgeot down the line.
And it's side out for Japan. Australia takes service. And a fellow who has been very impressive, Russell Bourgeot, one of the anchor players in Team Australia.
Nice
Good play by Tutton. Great play.
I don't know if that was intentional, but it was a beautiful dig. Nice high set to the middle.
That's too long.
No one there. It was in. Right on the line, I think.
Yes, it was. You caught it right. 10-4. Still a nice break here for Australia. Let's watch that ball. Just don't quite pick it up. Certainly blocked by that Australian player anyway. So well called by the lines people down here at the Superdome, and that's too long. That was certainly out, Makanuchi. Australia back with service, 10-4.
Going away from the jump serve, which I think is smart. There's that center ball. Tapes. High ball. Gatsky swings away. Jump set, fake. Uh-oh, mix up. Nice play. They're keeping it alive. High ball to Gatsky. What's he going to do? Rolls it to the corner. Back set. Ah, no one. Too bad.
Nice rally, that one. Some desperate play by players of both teams, but the Australian side was under pressure with that mix-up, weren't they, at one stage, and they retrieved it pretty well from there.
Here's Gatsky just trying to get a piece of that ball off the block. Back set.
Okay, back live, and the Australians now working overtime, 10-4.
Mauerhofer. Oh, great play, great play.
Yeah, Steve Tutton coming to the fore there.
He's not very tall, but he has an excellent jump, and we're just hanging there for that ball.
There's Iamura, the playing coach, but Tutton was equal to the task, and it was real cat and mouse there with Kieran Cranley taking the ball in Australia with this 10-4 lead.
Cranley and Bourgeot, I think, are two players on this Australian team which are somewhat unassuming, but probably the two cornerstones of this team. They do most of the I guess, thankless job of passing the ball, serving well in defense.
Well, this match, the first test in a 6-test series, set for an exciting finish because Australia lead 11-4 to level at 2 sets all. They're only 4 points away, but that can be a million miles away against this Japanese team, can't it? It's
certainly can.
Certainly not shut the gate by any means.
Yeah, they've been here before.
A vital point here with Makanuchi serving for Japan, 12-14. They've come back from 9-14 down. Can the Australians do anything here? Oh, loose play. Reginus out over the baseline by meters.
We've seen 3 straight bad passes by the Australian team. They've got to get that first ball up to the setter.
13-14.
Well, that's a little better. Gatsky rolls it into the middle. Doug back to the middle. High ball. Great hit and great dig by Tutton. Borjo keeps the ball in. Japanese back to the middle. Shoot to the outside. Nice hit.
Well, haven't they done it well, Japan? From 9-14 down, an almost certain fourth set victory to Australia. It's 14-all. Yes, loose play again by the Australians. 14-all.
Oh, another bad pass.
Out off Australian hands. 15-14 Japan.
It's just a shame. It's not over yet. Just they've got to get that pass up to the net.
Well, this is match point now. Of course, after 14-all, it goes to advantage. 2 points needed to clear it for the Japanese. 2 points in front. So Australia, their last chance here. Gatsky. Can they defend? Yes, they can. It's out. It's out. Japanese smash was out. Fortunately, it didn't flick Australian hands on the way through. But still now Australia have to score here. They really must score. They're 14-15 down.
Uh-oh.
Yes, I thought that might have hit the net too. It didn't look too good off hands.
Big guy digs it. Nice save. Just keep it over. I think they'll shoot this ball. Oh, great save, Reginus. Beautiful play. Out to the outside. Oh, too bad. Great block. Missed that line by about a foot.
So here's the danger spot for Australia now as it's side out and Japan takes service once again. They're 15-14 and that's out. Too long the Japanese serve. Yamada, the captain, committing that error. And this could well send it into a fifth set. Who knows? Still, Australia down by that 1 point, 14-15. Can we equalise here at 15-all?
Nice play, Cranley.
That's into the bleachers, though, and so the point goes Japan. Not the point, but side out, and service goes back to Japan.
We've got a little Japanese blocker up there, so we might be going back to Cranley. Nope, to the middle. Nice shot. Reginus keeps him alive. I was very impressed with that defensive play he just made, David. When he lays down, he can cover about half the court, but he made a nice little dive.
That was sensational. It really kept Australia in the match. 14-15. Now, Brian Gatsky, only 23, as Byron mentioned, but a Canadian national squad member. Lovely serve, safe service. Oops.
Great play. Gatsky got an arm on that ball. Nice set. Close. Uh-oh. Just muscles that ball over. To the outside. Here's the block. Great dig. Cranley. Still alive. Unbelievable. Watch the middle here. Another play. Borjo keeps it alive. Gabriel. Middle set.
Fabulous rally.
Reginus. What a block.
That's the rally of the night. And look at Brian Gatsky there, visiting Canadian in the Australian team, and he's as delighted as the rest of his team members. This is absolutely sensational. It was.
Well, if anything ought to fire him up at this point to pull this game out of the fire, it's that rally, David.
15-all. One of the stars of the Australian team, Gabrielle Mauerhofer from Victoria. Nice serve into the middle of the court. Set by Japan. The blockers are there and off hands and out.
Cranley with a great block, but he just had those hands placed a little bit towards the outside of the court. Missed that line.
Seeing the best play of the test match so far in this closing stage of the fourth set.
Cranley turns it.
Yep. And out.
Great eye on that. Backing up the whole way.
15-all. Scoreboard has been locked together at 15. Neither side able to break away to 2 points. Certainly not the one needed. Oh, power pack. Good play, Asakura.
Asakura has really been the pillar, I think, of this Japanese offense. Whenever they've been in trouble, he's the guy that's gone to work and killed the ball.
Oh, dear. No, Borjo was very slow to move on that and looks back at the court. There was a slippery patch there. You can see it shining. We can from our commentary position. But that's 16-15 Japan. Match point to them.
Double play.
Yeah, great play, Brian Gatsky, and good play by Regino.
Gatsky's been hitting the ball pretty much cross-court all night, and here he decides to change and hit the ball down the line. The block did not suspect that, and it was wide open. Great shot.
Gatsky with the ball, 15-16 down. Good serve needed here.
They need a point here. Back set. They got to get over. Oh, misses the line by about 6 inches.
Oh, and the umpire has called off hands.
That the ball touched the spiker as it came off the block. Japanese are saying absolutely no.
And so the point has gone to Australia. The floor umpire, Vince Olgiati, coming across to check something with umpire or referee Ken Breen. So play goes on, 16 all. So Australia very much alive still.
Oh.
Oh,
that ball was out of bounds. Cranley was on the back line and took that ball. If he would have let it go, would have been right.
I think it went with such speed, didn't it, down to the baseline that he really couldn't get out of the
block.
Went with great speed. So 16 all, Japan serving.
Sutton runs that down. Borjo high off the block. Ball's dug up to the net. We're going to go high middle here. 2-man block. Regins is not quite getting over quick enough. And that's it.
Yeah, 17-16 to Japan. And well done to them. They did fight very hard. Full credit to Australia as well. But JPN Tobacco just too good. Well, let's look at that scoreline. Japan 15-11. They lost the second set 13-15. Australia lost that third set 7-15, and then the final one going to Japan 17-16. So Team Australia going down to JPN Tobacco. Australia versus Japan in the first test match of a 6-test series for the bicentennial volleyball Australia Cup, and Japan take a 1-0